Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of January 31st through February 6th of 2022. So, cards are coming out very nicely here for you. And, well, they were. Now suddenly they're slowed right down. Okay, so if I should happen to have, it feels like I have a croaky throat. Now, just just a couple of minutes ago I had a tickle in my throat, and so I coughed a bit. Sometimes if that happens, then I have to clear it for a while. So I assure you that that is not actually part of this reading. It's it's from something that went before, and it's still just clearing its way out. So all right, so we have all your messages out from your guardian angels, and we'll see what they want to tell you this time. Okay. Well, this is looking pretty good. Okay, so first of all, your prayers have been answered. What is it you've been asking for, that you've been wanting, that you've been needing? Your prayers have been answered. It's happening. And so for some of you, you might not have it actually in hand yet, but there's all this reassurance. It's all like kind of shimmering all around you, that, holding you together is what it feels like. And so this prayer of yours, this request, this desire has been answered, and will be yours in your hands very, very soon. It feels pretty reassuring, doesn't it? Feels really awesome. And so when I tap in to how this feels for you, it's like it's almost a sense of disbelief that you've been wanting this for so long, and now it's got to you, and you can just hardly believe it. You barely let yourself believe it, because what if it's not actually true? And then you have to go back to the other way. Like it's like you don't really quite trust it at first. You can trust it. Okay. All right. Gentleness. Gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. It feels like you have like you're ultra sensitive right now. Like any little touch is like, whoo, like it's sensitive. You're so sensitive that you can barely stand any kind of touch or any violence or any nastiness, any negativity. Like you can't like just stop. That's how that feels. And so you need to be really nice to yourself to start with. And if there's a place that you're supposed to go that you know is going to be a harsh energy, just don't go. I know that sometimes you'd feel like you don't really have a choice, but you do your best, right? Excuse me again. And so you just want to be really insulated right now, because you're so touchy, you're so sensitive, you're very emotional, and it's like you're releasing. It feels like you're releasing, like the answer to this prayer has been so much tension in you waiting for the answer, that now it's all releasing, and it's like to rein yourself in is not possible right now. So be very nice to yourself. Stay away from people. Just get through it. Allow that emotion out in a gentle way, so that you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, but make sure you're letting it out. Okay, that's how that feels. So you might have a lot of releasing happening. It feels like some crying, some laughing, some probably blowing your nose, like sinuses are really running, that kind of thing. Could be coughing, because that's releases as well, sneezes. It just feels like just be so gentle to yourself. Rest, drink a lot of water, but still be mindful, right? Like if you avoid it, if you just sit and read or watch movies or whatever like that, that's just avoiding the whole subject. So you need to still be mindful of it and understand that you are releasing, and that's a good thing. And the more you release, the quicker it'll go over. Okay, all right. And somehow in all of this, there's a lot of celebration. So it's like that answered prayer, that you get to celebrate that. And even when you're not sure if you can trust it, I apologize. Even if you're not sure you can trust that answered prayer, once you get to the point where you understand that yes, it's real and yes, it's true and all that stuff, then the celebration will happen, right? So you'll get to that point. You'll definitely get there. After all the releasing of all the tension and everything, then you'll get to the point of the celebration of it, and you'll be able to join in wholeheartedly, and it's beautiful, and it feels so good, and it's a relief. It's such a relief. Oh, I just want to do that. Yeah. Okay. All right. And so, for some of you, and now this isn't for everybody, but there's a career transition happening here. And so this feels like it is absolutely divinely guided. It feels like it's something you've been, wanting or considering for a little bit. And so for those of you who've been, considering or trying that or whatever, you are actually experiencing a career transition a little later this week. For some of you, it's maybe wasn't quite your choice. I'm not sure what exactly that message is, but it feels like everything's going to work out totally fine, but that you hadn't actually been pursuing this, but suddenly it's happening. So a change for sure. And, it could be a complete, old one, yay, in one, new one. Or it could be kind of partial, or just you're in a different role in your current work, or, something like that. But somehow there's a change involved in your career, in your work that you're doing. And so for some of you, you might be a little tempted at first to resist that and say, no, I don't want that. I'm scared. I don't, because it is scary, especially the people, those of you who were not pursuing this yourself, right? But the sooner you can just say, okay, well, I wasn't expecting this, but here it is, and here I go, learning something new, right? And the sooner you can do that, the better it is on you. Yeah. It feels very positive in the end. Okay. Feels like some happy challenges all together so far in this reading. Okay. And so to help you transition through all these different things, because what a lot of changes already this week in your mood, in your celebrating, in your everything. To help you through all that, try meditating. It just helps you come to terms with things much quicker and get beyond that, right? Because it feels like at first it'll feel really out of control, and and maybe things that you would not have said were your choices, right? But it's turning out so good that you'll have celebration. And so to come all the way through all those changes and all those highs and lows and stuff, meditation will really help. And do this throughout the week. Like, this is not just a tail end of the week thing. Do this throughout the week. Be very introspective at other times. If you don't really know how to meditate, there's lots of assistance with that on YouTube. There's also many different ways to do it. So, find what fits for you. Find what helps you balance. That's the word. Find what helps you balance yourself. Okay, there's lots of help available for you. And so, Archangel Gabriel is the angel of communication. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or a book. So, get some writing in. Now, some of you are sitting there going, it's not my thing. I don't journal. Okay, I get it. I've often not done that myself. But just give it a try. You might be a little surprised by what you've got in you that feels good to get it out and written. You can adjust it as often as you want, and until it's something that you really like. You can share it with people or not. That's totally up to you. But do give it a try. Yeah, give it a try. You might be surprised. Okay, and so we have here the daily guidance cards. One last bit of wisdom. There is nothing to worry about. Very reassuring message to cover, to encompass the week, because it sounds like there will be moments of uncertainty, of fear, of change, and moments of absolute euphoria and celebration. And so altogether, this balances it all out. There is nothing to worry about. Okay, very good. Okay, Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate you being patient with my throat clearing. And I want you to know that I love you. And I will see you next week.